Jace Stratton's story is one of survival, courage, and legacy within the brutal world of Gears of War. Born in Jacinto City to an interracial family, Jace's childhood was shattered on Emergence Day when the Locust invaded Sarah. Hiding in a closet, he witnessed his entire family being slaughtered by drones, holding his brother in his arms until his last breath. Traumatized but alive, Jace was rescued by a group of Gears who pulled him from the rubble and took him to an orphanage in Jacinto. There, under the care of Dr. Wisen, he grew up surrounded by the echoes of war and the memory of those who had saved him. As a teenager, during the evacuation of Ilima City, Jace once again faced the horrors of the Locust when he was trapped inside a bank. Armed only with a bat, he fought for his life until the Zeta 6 squad, which included Alicia Valera and Michael Barrick, saved him. He quickly bonded with them, especially Alicia, who would later sacrifice her life to save him from General Ram himself. That night, Jace picked up Alicia's Lancer and swore he would one day fight as a Gear. Motivated by these experiences, Jace enlisted in the COG army after leaving the orphanage. During training, he met Gil Gonzalez, who became like a brother to him. Together they completed basic training and were assigned to Operation Midnight, a desperate defense of a bridge against Locust forces led by RAM. In that battle, Jace lost part of his left ear to an explosive arrow but proved his bravery under fire. Soon after, he joined Delta Squad alongside Marcus Fenix, Dominic Santiago, and Ty Caliso. Though initially inexperienced, Jace earned their respect through countless battles, including the brutal skirmishes around Jacinto and the missions across the wastelands of Perna. His compassion and humanity often contrasted with the harshness of war. He was the heart of Delta, a reminder of why they fought. During one mission, Jace lost his closest friend Gil, who died in his arms just as his brother had years earlier. That tragedy hardened him, but also gave him purpose. Marcus and Dom treated him like a younger brother, helping him evolve from a frightened orphan into a capable soldier. Later, Jace played a key role in several major operations, including the battles around Montevideo and the liberation of Azura, where he helped rescue Adam Fenix and end the Locust War. When peace finally came, Jace was among the survivors staring at the ruined horizon, hopeful that humanity would rebuild. After the war, Jace's life took an unexpected turn. He became a filmmaker and actor, founding Jace Stratton Pictures and even starring in an action film, Jace Stratton Frenzy. Years later, by the time of the Swarm Crisis, Jace was living in Settlement 2, performing in Embry, the musical. During the attack on the settlement, Marcus Fenix assured JD that Jace could handle himself, a statement that perfectly summed up the man Jace had become: a survivor, a fighter, and a legend who had lived through every era of Sarah's history. From the closet on E-Day to the big screen decades later, Jace Stratton remains one of the most human and enduring figures in Gears of War lore, proof that even in a world of monsters, hope can survive. Jace Stratton will not appear in Gears of War E-Day, and there's a good reason for that. He's still just a child when the Locust first emerge. During the events of E-Day, Jace would have been only around 6 or 7 years old, living peacefully with his family in Jacinto City before the chaos began. While Marcus Fenix and Dominic Santiago were fighting for their lives on the surface, Jace was hiding in a closet, terrified, as the world above him fell apart. At that point in time, he had not yet met any of the Gears who would later save and inspire him. His story, one of tragedy, loss, and eventual redemption, begins because of E-Day, but his role truly starts much later in the series. Including him in E-Day wouldn't make sense from a lore perspective, since the game focuses on the soldiers who fought during the first hours of the Locust invasion, not the civilians who barely survived it. However, knowing his backstory makes his later appearance in the franchise much more powerful. Players who experience E-Day will essentially witness the beginning of the nightmare that shaped Jace's entire life. In a way, E-Day is the origin of not only the war, but of the man Jace Stratton would one day become.